Hello everyone, welcome back to Luke's Anime Talk, where I go over some of the most recent anime I've been watching. And for this video I'll be looking at the classic Studio Ghibli movie, Spirited Away. But just before I get into that, I uploaded a review for the Pixar movie, Turning Red, so if you're interested, go give that a watch. And also make sure to like and subscribe to keep up to date with all future uploads. Okay, so let's quickly go over some of the plot of Spirited Away. So the basic plot of this film is that Chihiro and her mum and dad have moved to a new house, and they're on the way there. They get sidetracked down this small road, and they end up in this like abandoned theme park that's like off to the side of all the houses. And when they go there, the parents start eating this like new hot fresh food that's been out, and for some reason they turn into pigs, and all these spirits start appearing. And through convoluted set of events, Chihiro ends up going to this like bathhouse that's the centre of the town, and to stay safe, she gets a job there until she can free her parents from becoming pigs, basically. And she ends up befriending a lot of the people in the bathhouse, a lot of the staff end up helping her. She makes friends with like a dragon boy called Haku, and the main woman at the top, Yubaba, is kind of like helping her but also taking advantage of her. And throughout the film she meets these crazy characters like No Face, that a lot of you may know as the like almost like mascot of this film. And then like through all of her hard work she becomes a lot more braver as a person, ends up standing up to Yubaba to save her parents, and they end up leaving, and Chihiro becomes a lot more standing on her own 2 feet, not being scared to stand up for herself. And through the whole ordeal she's become a more confident person, and that's basically the plot of Spirited Away and Chihiro's journey. But yeah, I love this film overall. The animation throughout is amazing. From the humans, which are very just normal humans, but they're so cool in the way they're expressed in their facial expressions and their movements. They're so obviously animated, so it fits really well. And then the strange creatures, the yokai, they're all awesomely designed, and they all move in their strange, unique ways. Especially like the characters like No Face, who at the start of the film is very just a cloth and a face. He's very subdued and quiet, and then throughout the film he gets more animated, grows legs and stuff. He's a very strange character, and a lot of these characters in the film are all strange and really coolly animated. It's great seeing Chihiro's journey from a scared 10-year-old always hiding behind her parents to an incredibly brave girl who will stand up for herself and save her parents. So at the start of the film, she's always hiding behind her mum and always like, oh, I don't want to do that. And then through all the events that happen, she's helping people when other people are scared. She's jumping headfirst in to help yokai that are kind of like cursed or trapped at one point, and she helps No Face by giving him like medicine, even though he's very scary and threatening at this point. She helps him, and then she stands up to Yubaba at the end and ends up saving her parents. So she's grown as a character and become a lot more outgoing and brave. The creatures and the overall character designs are so cool and imaginative. So like I said, No Face, Yubaba, Haku in his dragon form is really cool. The little like, I don't know, what would you call them? The little coal creatures, the like little fluff ball characters. Those are really cool. All the people that the staff members are really interestingly designed. They're not human, but human at the same time. So you know they're slightly different and not completely the same as you would think. I love the setting. It's nothing crazy like a castle or another world. It's just a bathhouse for yokai. It's similar but oddly strange. So it's just a normal building as you would think, but these odd touches like these strange like creatures and yokai walking around, and the setting of it, these like grassy, like messy parts, and this like the stink spirit and stuff. It's like oddly familiar because it's based on like human architecture, but they've got all the yokai touches, so you feel like it's familiar but also very strange at the same time. So it's really cool. It's great seeing how everyone at the bathhouse slowly begins to like and respect Chihiro for her hard work. So at the start of the film, they're very back offish, they're very like, oh god, it's a human, stay away from her. But throughout the film, Chihiro is helpful, she's going around helping people, and when, like, for example, the stink spirit or No Face are rampaging or making a mess, Chihiro is the one that jumps in there while everyone is very standoffish and trying not to get involved in the mess. Chihiro jumps in and tries to help, so everyone starts to respect her and is like, yeah, we see you as part of the family of the bathhouse almost. No Face is such a strange creature. He or it, or I don't know what you would call No Face, But they appear, they cause a load of chaos, giving out money that's actually sand, eating everything, vomiting everywhere, it's disgusting, and then leaves near the end to Yubaba's sister and just stays there. So it's a very chaotic character, I would say, but they were cool to see. Chihiro and Haku's relationship is sweet, with them helping each other and then realising they've actually met before. We find out that at some point Chihiro fell into a river, and Haku is actually somewhat of a water spirit, and Haku saved her, so they've known each other for a long time, and they realise later in the film, oh, they actually have known each other, and this is kind of like a long-lost reunion for them. Rumi Hiragi does a great job in conjunction with the animation, showing how Chihiro grows as a character through small voice changes mixed with the facial animation changes, so she does a really good job of how Chihiro has grown as a character from really scared and timid to very like stand up by herself and very brave, and the animation mixed with the voice cast is very good. While I can respect the parents for being free-spirited and unafraid, who in their right mind would eat suspicious, fresh food in an abandoned theme park that's just deserted? They're very... I don't know whether they're just brave or stupid, but I don't know what they were thinking when they did that. They were just like, oh, we'll pay after. They just didn't think of any consequences, and it was just kind of boggling to watch them do it. It's not a... They were just very strange decisions. Yubaba is high-spirited, taking advantage of Chihiro, but also somewhat helping her to be more confident. So, at the start of the film, I don't want you to be here, but when Chihiro basically almost makes Yubaba let her join the workforce, she just like, I'll get to work, and just uses her for all the worst stuff like the stink spirit, and at the end gave her the courage to like stand up for herself and be more confident, and Yubaba, while also being mean, did help her somewhat. It was a cool revelation Haku was the dragon, so I thought it was cool. He was just kind of a helpful character, but no, he's actually this spirit that helped Chihiro earlier in life, and also this really cool dragon, really cool design, like the white, the like bluey turquoisey flare on the hair on the back. I thought was really cool. I also love the ordeal with the stink creature, as I've mentioned, being as somewhat of a corrupted water spirit that Chihiro ends up helping. So it was really cool how it was giving off all this ooziness and all this horribleness, and then it pulling out all this like bicycles and garbage, and it's actually this like water dragony spirit with an old man face, which I thought was very strange but very cool, and I loved the whole experience of Chihiro helping them. The only kind of minor issue I had was that I don't know what the point of what they had for an idea for the huge baby. I don't know what it was for. Baba just had this huge baby. I assume it was her child, but they kind of were just there and then tagged along as a mouse with Chihiro near the end. I don't know what they were there for. They were just kind of in the film. It was kind of just an odd inclusion, but that's such a minor nitpick in comparison to the whole of this film. It's not even really a negative, it's just a kind of a nitpick for me. But yeah, overall, I had an awesome time with this film. If you love animation, anime, if you love just quality films in general, you will love this film, and it's such a recommendation for anyone that loves to watch films. But yeah, that's my thoughts on this film. If you like this video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe to keep up to date with all future uploads. Until next time, I will see you all later.